Hello everyone, so just thought I'd make this quick video to help anybody who's having problems exporting their model from Blender into Unity and maintaining all their different animation data on their model. So um, when I was first starting out, I had issues where I would export my model and not all the animations would come with. It would only export like 4 or 5, and sometimes there would be different animations each time I exported. And so there's a really easy fix to that. And so we're here in our current game in production, Robit, and so you'll see I have my character, and on my model, I've got all these different animations that I've created in Blender that are following my model. And so if we go into hop into Blender, um, you'll see here's the NLA track, and here's all those different animations. And you'll see I have an action which is attack1.001, and it is not pushed down into the NLA track. So if we go back into Unity, you'll see that it does not come up in the animation list, even though we have it as a saved action in Blender. And so this was the problem that I was struggling with, and I couldn't figure it out for the longest time. And so to just show you how easy it is, you just select the animation you want, and there's this button here called Push Down. And what this does is it pushes it down onto the NLA track, and now Blender will read this NLA track and export each of these animations, or import each of these individual animations. And so to access this NLA track, you just have to either make a new window or use your current window and use the drop down in the top corner or bottom corner, depending on where your window is located. And it's here under the animation, nonlinear animation. And so a side note, the bottommost track is the track that it displays when you import your model. So you'll see our little guys sort of in an idle position. Um, and that's because the bottom animation, or the first animation in the track, is the idle animation. And so you can put, a T-pose there or whatever you want, whatever works best for you. So now that we have that attack1.001 added to the NLA track, we'll go ahead and export our model. And these are the settings I use for exporting into Unity. So I just select my object, and then I select my armature, and then I use the selected objects checkbox, and then do armature mesh, scale of 1, Z forward, Y up. This one's just apply modifiers. I believe this is default settings, but you can copy those if it's not default. On this one, you want to make sure all of these are checked. Main ones, I believe, are the NLA strips, all actions, and key all bones, but I just have them all checked. This is just what works for me, so you can copy this. But mainly NLA strips and all actions. I'm not quite sure if unchecking these will actually mess it up or not. So we'll go ahead and export that and give it a second to export, and then we'll go back into Unity. So it's updating the model, and you'll see in here we now have attack1.001 on there because we pushed it down to the NLA track, and it's exporting all of these animations as separate sources. So but here you'll notice that it's not in our clips, and that's because you need to not forget to make a new clip and select that new source to make the new animation accessible for things like your animators or stuff like that. So that is how you fix your animations not exporting out of Blender. I hope this helped anybody that was having issues, and if you guys have any questions or comments, be sure to leave them below in the comment section, and I'll try to help anybody I can. Thanks.